Well met, my fellow Vikings. I am Eldritch. I am going to continue with the story of Reyliegh, the Viking Santa Claus, who brings neither coal nor presents, only axes, longship, and glorious adventure. So, grab your mead, sharpen your blades, and join me as we seek favor of Odin in this world of Valheim. At this point in time, I am currently just going to set myself up with a little bit of more material here. What we are planning to do at the moment here is get ourselves a little bit ahead with our coal so that we could get some more smelting done. At this point in time, I'm just going to build myself up a bit more of a supply of food, and I am going to also prepare a section in here for some new items that we're going to grow. The carrots that we have found in the Black Forest. Now, at the moment here, we're just going to continue on. Eventually, we are going to raise up some of that ground in the boar pen. And we are also going to go and grab some more materials so that we can build another smelter. At this point, we're just going to check up on our boars here. They are quite happy, and we're going to then go out and do an exploration of the Black Forest, see what we can find as we go back to the burial chamber. Notice that there is another Elk-Thier spawning point. That's a good spot if you want to continue with the hunt for his trophies for funsies. Now, at the moment, I'm going to allow you guys to enjoy the Black burial chambers here. It is rather dark in here, but thankfully we are able to find the cores that we need to be able to upgrade more of our base in terms of making more items. First we gotta smelt all this down, but before we do, Reyliegh shall finish off the clearing of this cave. So at this point, sometimes the game likes to glitch out a little bit and drop people in the walls. So sometimes you just have to take a shot, find it, or pray that they don't shoot outside of the wall to shoot you. So I like to not use a torch sometimes because it can attract others. Especially in these dark tunnels, you never know what could be around any corner. It would appear that I have cleared our little burial chamber here. I shall mark it down that it has been finished, and come back every now and then to reclaim some of those yellow mushrooms, which will be of great importance later. Now, we're just going to head on back and figure out what we're going to do. With the amount of Surtling Cores that we did get, thankfully, we're going to end up being able to do a little bit more of our base additions. Gonna do a quick rest here and prepare for the build of the century, aka build for the Bronze Age. One good thing to note when you are doing your metal smelting, always be sure to have twice as many copper ores as you would have the tin ores. To make bronze, you will require 2 coppers, and 1 tin ore. The tin, as you know, we can find along any waterfront, be it along the ocean or be it down by any of the creeks that we see along the way. Copper, however, we have to dig out quite a large set because each deposit can vary in size. This one, I believe, is a decently, I would say around high mid-range for size. There are larger deposits that I have found before, and sometimes you can find 2 deposits at once. As we make our way back home, we realize that we might need a bit of a support network in lugging more materials with us. And later on, I'm going to build something up that we will be able to use to carry more supplies with us. Now, with smelting and using your kiln, you could then throw everything in closer to nighttime, go to sleep, and what it will do is it will speed up the process of your smelting and your coal making. What I also do is I like to build things one at a time, because as you upgrade your cooking abilities and your crafting abilities, you will be able to craft an additional one every so often. The higher your skill rate, the higher percentage chance that you'll be able to get an extra thing. So when I smelt my copper into bronze with the tin, I do it one at a time. That way, there's a better chance of me being able to get some extra bronze in the process. As we return here to the copper mine, we're just going to clear out some of the people here. What I like to do as well is to make sure that I drop enough of my materials so I'll be able to bring back as much as I can. At this point in time, I had forgotten to build the cart, which I will be doing later on in this video for you guys. So, a good idea is always try to dig out around the edges of your copper. That way, when you finally make the entire circle, you can then work your way centralized. Also, good idea is to dig as deep as you can till you find the very bottom of the copper, and then you can go straight across, and it will save your pickaxe from getting a little bit too worn out by having to dig down farther. So what I do is I dig down as far as I need, and then I dig across. Now he is going to eventually tire of the wooden antler pickaxe that he has from the deer, and he is going to upgrade at some point in time today so that he can take out more at any point in time. So it is around this point in time where I realized that I could utilize the trick to smelt the items a little bit faster. So I'm going to load up on the copper on the smelter here, drop down some of the items I have, get prepared for making more bronze, and what I'm going to do here is grab some sleep to speed up the process. Alright, so we now have enough materials here so that we could build ourselves an anvil, which we will then utilize to upgrade our forge, thus allowing us to build better weapons. Right now, I am going to prepare myself for the bronze pickaxe, because I want to be able to grab more of the copper a lot faster. So we're going to set up down over here. When you are within range, it will activate, though it seemed that I made a mistake on the placement of that one. I will fix that one eventually, because I noticed that I'm still a 1-star forge. So even though it did say that it was close enough, it was technically not close enough. So we are going to go in, grab some more materials here, and we are going to, I believe, make ourselves a gardening tool, which is going to help us out so greatly in the long run. We're going to take this little dagger as well, which we can use to not defeat, but to farm our pig farm that we have here. So I'm just going to clear out a little bit more of this wood here, and then we're going to go on back to upgrade more. Alright, and as we return here to base, we are going to smelt down a bit more of the copper and the tin here so that we get some more bronze. And we are going to then make the bronze gardening tool, which we will then be able to utilize in our next episode. Until next time, my shield brothers and shield maidens, may Odin guide your axe. May your hearth forever stay warm. May your mead horn never run dry, and should we meet again in Valhalla, I will save each of you a seat by the fire. Until next time, Skull.